Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of My Other Buddy Devin.
Oh, I'm a little excited.
Me too,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
I'm pumped, dude. I had a whole, 16-ounce Red Bull right now,
Dude,
and my heart's about to stop.
That's the biggest can of Red Bull I've ever seen in my entire life.
This
Oh my
is
god.
the biggest can I've ever seen.
It's the size of my head.
Four Loko should make their cans this big.
It's like half as small as normal Four Loko cans.
I'm pretty sure like Four Loko is just in the business of killing people.
Oh yeah. I mean,
have you ever had one?
Actually I spent a summer drinking them with the original formulation when it contained caffeine.
Oh no.
Yeah, every Wednesday we would have Loco Wednesdays where me and 5 of my closest friends would meet up at my buddy's house and we would down 2 Four Locos each and then hit the bars.
And then hit the bar? Like you would pre-game with Four Loko?
Yeah, we would get like really fucking drunk and then go to the boot. I was like 20. It's okay. I was going to the boot at 20 years old.
Yeah, no, it's fine. They're cool with that.
Yeah,
as
we
long
were.
as you're over 16, they'll do it.
Yeah, they had triple shot Wednesdays. So
didn't they have something like nickel shot night or some shit?
50-cent night.
50-cent night.
Yeah, that's Fridays.
Yeah, I went there on that night, and I got so drunk that I told everybody it was my bachelor party, and I was not engaged or anything. I just started breakdancing.
I mean, that's what you should do. I mean, you'll get a crowd around you. People like it.
Oh, yeah. So I was breakdancing in, first of all, don't know how to breakdance.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a skill I have. And then they made probably a circle big enough for 2 people. It was probably like 3 foot in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start breakdancing. So I did it, and I kicked like 8 people. I gave my friend a bruise on her birthday.
Oh. Birthday bruise.
Yeah.
I get one of those every year.
But it was funny. It was her birthday. That's why we went out.
Oh, okay.
And I made the whole thing about me. I was like, no, it's my bachelor party. Like, it's not your birthday.
I mean, stealing the spotlight is a tale as old as time. It's one of humanity's like innate urges, you know? People just want to steal the spotlight no matter what they do. Speaking of, I was at the boot one time stealing your spotlight with my boot story. I was there, and there used to be a quad where the new dorm is that they built up for freshmen. We saw Mark Wahlberg throwing the pigskin around with, I assume, Donnie Wahlberg and a little fucking pug running around in circles.
That's so cute.
It's the coolest thing ever. I screamed, "Hey, Mark!" like from across the quad. And he looked at me, and I was like, "Hell, fucking yeah!" And he did like a fist pump in the air.
I thought he hated being called Marky Mark. Like I heard that was like a thing. Like if you're on set with him. Oh, I guess if like he's in a movie, he probably wouldn't be like, "Don't call me by my rap name.
Yeah.
Call me Mark Wahlberg."
Yeah, I mean, I screamed Marky Mark at him. You know?
Did you?
Yeah. He fist pumped. I mean, I don't know if it was out of anger.
He like punched the sky like, "I will avenge you."
maybe he was
myself?
mad.
I don't know. So there's actually there's one of the VMAs.
Mm-hmm.
It was when the other guys came out. Mm-hmm. And I remember Draco Malfoy won an award. So it was the guy who played Draco Malfoy. I don't remember his fucking name.
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston. That's not his name.
That's not him at all.
You know, I was totally on board for that. I was like, yeah, that's his name, 100%. Oh my god, I'm bleeding.
Oh shit.
And they came down like and suspended, and it was him and Will Ferrell, and they were making fun of Draco Malfoy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the one time I wanted to be Draco Malfoy because I had a perfect joke because they were just like ribbing on him, like making fun of him so hard. And I wish he would have said, "Hey, Marky Mark, I can see your funky bunch." Boom.
Has anybody ever said that to him?
I don't know.
I bet that's why he has all those like assault charges on his rap sheet.
He killed a guy.
Oh, he didn't kill him. He just beat him almost to death.
Oh, okay.
And like
that makes it okay.
in a race-based hate crime.
Yeah.
Marky Mark's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but also he's like one of the most famous people in the world.
Which is insane. I guess he's atoned, but like that's still that doesn't get brought up enough.
Yeah. Why is that okay for him to do?
Because it's Marky Mark.
I know, but like he's not a nice dude.
No, fuck Mark Wahlberg.
Like
dude.
he's kind of a piece of shit. I don't want him to hear this and him beat me up in public.
I mean, he is like my third cousin once removed.
He is an avid listener of our podcast. I know that for a fact. Yeah. But like he's just like not like every story I hear about him is not like, yeah, he just got like muffins for the whole crew. Like, no, it was like he yelled at us and told me I was a piece of shit in front of my mom.
He started screaming all these like Italian racial slurs. Like, I'm not even Italian. He called me. I don't want to say it on air.
He was just a babbity boobity a lot.
Starts with a D. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of celebrities that just get away with shit.
Oh yeah.
It's so like there's like what's his name? Fucking Alec Alec Baldwin?
Yeah.
How he's like a straight up piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
And people are just like, it's cool. Like we'll still have him around.
It's crazy because that happened like way pre Me Too, and I feel like if that happened in the last 2 years, like he would not be on SNL still. You know what I'm saying?
It happened very recently. He did it again. He like punched some dude in the face for stealing his parking spot or some shit.
What?
Yeah, like real shit. It was like it was raining or something, and some dude like I think he was either on a bike and some dude cut him off, or some dude stole his parking spot and he like got out and punched him in the mouth. That was like within the last 6 months.
What the fuck? How have I not heard about this?
Because it's Alec Baldwin. That's the thing. Like it just gets swept under the rug. 'Cause, like, I mean, if you think about it now in this social climate, him punching somebody in the face is like the least of our worries right now.
I guess.
But like it's still like you can't let him get away with that shit.
Yeah.
Like he's still on he was on SNL like last week. He's always on SNL because they can't find anyone else to do Trump. Apparently.
There are so many better people for Trump.
Yeah.
Like there are those two guys, I forget their names, that go around and
Daryl Hammond? Oh, that guy who does like the actual like he did a show about Trump.
Yeah, like he did like a touring show. Like this dude's like an amazing Trump impersonator.
Right, just get that guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he cost way less than Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm gonna say?
What?
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Yes.
I'm gonna say this. I'm taking a huge risk right now.
Okay.
Fuck Alec Baldwin.
Whoa.
Oh shit, dude.
We got two people on our hit list right now.
Did I just do it?
Marky Mark and Alec Baldwin, dude.
Fuck them both.
And you know what? They both could probably beat the shit out of both of us.
Oh, they really could. They're
Like,
both way bigger.
No
than us.
doubt beat the fuck out of us.
Alec Baldwin could be like 5'6", and I'd still think he was like 6'4" and like 200 pounds of muscle. I'd be like,
Yeah.
no, please don't do it.
He's like a 65-year-old man, but he could still wreck me.
Yeah.
And I'm not even like that out of shape anymore, dude. I've been doing a lot of CrossFit.
Yeah, good on you, man. You know,
Yeah.
I've been going to the park and walking.
And walking your dogs.
It's been helping. Yeah, wait, you know what?
What?
On the topic of celebrities,
Yeah.
we do have a guest today.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's
but I didn't.
It's the world's foremost expert
on celebrity
artifacts.
There.
It's stuff that you don't read about in TMZ. Stuff that really you'd have to consult an expert for.
Right. So let us introduce guest of the show, Margaret Whittingham. Hey.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey.
It's such a joy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I was just dying when you guys were talking about Alec Baldwin and Marky Mark. I actually have some items from them in my collection.
Oh,
really?
What do you have?
Yes. Well, the first time that Alec Baldwin punched somebody and it made public news, he went to the emergency room and he had bandages put on his fist, and I have those.
You have his bandages?
The gauze that had wrapped around his knuckles from that hard hit.
Wait, so it has Alec Baldwin's blood caked
Yes.
into it?
Oh, so if we were ever so inclined, we could clone Alec Baldwin.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, that would be a little unethical.
Hey, I mean, he punched a guy. He deserves it.
That is true. That is true.
So he beat the guy so hard his fist bled?
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
I mean, haven't you ever punched someone before?
I can safely say I've never punched a human being before.
In that boat. Hey, nice, dude.
I'm so scared of the repercussions. If it's not a one hit, like they're done, I will not do it.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna like retreat and like keep ground and duck and dodge. Like it would just be one blow and then they would take me out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so impressed with your chivalry.
Yeah. Well, we're shivels.
Yeah. Total shivels over here.
So you said you had something from Marky Wahlberg?
Yes, I do. I do have something for Marky Mark. He drinks a lot. Quite a bit, actually. He's a big fan of Jack Daniels.
Okay.
Okay.
That's surprising.
Yes. It's apparently not in conflict with his, my body is a temple kind of thing.
Right.
So he drinks a lot, and I have one of his used bottles of Jack Daniels.
Used Jack Daniels?
It's got a little bit of tiny Marky Mark spit down at the bottom.
Oh, my God. So he backwashes. So he drinks straight
Yes,
from the bottle.
he is.
We could clone him too.
He's a bottle drinker.
What?
Yes.
Dude, what if we cloned Alec Baldwin and Marky Mark?
And we made him fight.
And we made them fight each other.
I would hope that you would let them grow up first and let them get a little bit of a chance in there. Putting two babies into a pen.
We have to have two babies.
If
Celebrities fight each other.
Somebody's like, this is unethical. You can't make these babies fight each other. I'm like, look, this baby's going to grow up to be the biggest piece of shit in the entire world.
And
Alec
also
Baldwin.
Marky Mark.
And also Marky Mark.
I was thinking, when you were going that direction, I was thinking you were going to merge their genes and really and truly make the biggest asshole in the entire universe.
Marky Baldwin?
Marky Baldwin.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, it does sound like a shitty Baldwin brother.
He would just come
yes.
out of the womb drinking Jack Daniels. Like, he would have his own Jack Daniels bottle.
Yes, he would come out with a fist in one hand and a bottle in the other hand.
He's got one hand with a Jack Daniels bottle and the other one's punching a homeless guy.
Sounds like my Uncle Johnny. Jesus.
So how did you get into collecting celebrity artifacts?
Oh yes, I'm so glad. Well, obviously you can hear from my accent that I grew up in the United Kingdom. I grew up in London and I went to college over in Oxford, not the Oxford you have here in Mississippi. It's a much nicer place. Where I went to college.
It is.
and I had a boyfriend that went to an Oasis concert, and he was very close to the front, and Noel Gallagher threw out some sweaty towel thing, and my boyfriend brought it back to me as a showing of affection.
Oh, that's nice.
And at that point, this is when I changed my major from English literature, which is what a lot of nice UK girls do.
Over there.
And I changed it to archaeology and pop culture. And so I am a pop culture archaeologist.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. Now, my digs don't take place in, like, your traditional place of, like, a dirty... Well, it's dirty. Sometimes I do digging in dirty places. But it's not like the ground, like Indiana Jones. I'm mostly rummaging in garbage cans and dumpsters and medical waste, that sort of thing.
Medical waste?
Well, yes. How do you think I got Alec Baldwin's bandages?
You just went to the hospital? So you do,
Yes.
you do sight digs?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I do.
amazing.
So
Yes.
do you have, like, the hard hat with the light on it and, like, a whole get-up?
Oh, yes. You have to be dressed very appropriately to be covered in sewage on a regular basis.
So you do you follow, like, the TMZs and all this other stuff to find out where celebrities are going?
Oh, I don't trust those people. I do my own stakeouts. I spend a great deal of time in public restrooms.
Oh, okay.
I've become very adept at that whole thing where you, like, put your feet on top of the toilet so no one can see that you're underneath there.
It's a good sneak tactic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we all know celebrities are walking and looking to make sure nobody's
Better not be any feet in there.
Yeah.
Correct.
No feet in here.
Right.
Hey, bro, there's no feet in here. That's
Yes.
my Marky Wahlberg.
That's a good one.
That is how I got Northwest's diaper full of poo-poo.
Oh, you got an actual, like, literal baby's diaper.
Yes,
Nice.
yes, Northwest, yeah. Kim Kardashian, she was doing some shopping. The nanny wasn't paying too much attention. Normally, they take it with them, but I got really lucky. The nanny was in a bad mood that day, and she dropped it into the rubbish bin, and I got it out and brought it into my collection.
Wow,
Oh,
that
man.
so do you sell these things, or you're just a collector?
Some of them I do. Well, as an archaeologist, you have to make some money sometimes, right? You have
Right.
to make money to buy other things that you really want, right? So I do sell things on occasion. I recently sold a fart from Bill Murray that was contained in a jar.
A jar fart? Oh, wow. I love that.
Yes,
Who do you think you are, running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of farts?
that is a song reference. I get it. I get it.
Oh man, I think like 3 other people got that too, so it's fine.
I did not get it, for the record.
It's a very sad song.
Don't explain it to me.
I
I'll
won't.
Google it after this.
Okay.
Yes.
So how did you come to have Bill Murray's jar fart?
Oh, I had sex with Chevy Chase one night.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
How did that? Were you on set of Community, like hoping to get a Joel McHale pube or some shit like that, or?
Well, I recently the sort of history of Saturday Night Live and Second City and the National Lampoon is sort of coming up, and people are learning about that, and so I was like, those seemed like very interesting people,
Right.
and I could probably make some money off of their bodily fluids and whatnot, right? And so I started a relationship with Chevy Chase. I ran into him at a Trader Joe's.
Oh,
Oh,
he
wow.
shops there just like us.
Celebrities are people too, man.
I love it.
Just
Yes.
like us.
Yes.
So What is Chevy Chase like in real life?
He is much calmer than I understand he used to be. You know, he used to do a lot of cocaine.
Oh yeah.
And now he's pretty much just like a regular old man.
He kind of looks like my dad, and I always, whenever I see him, I think, hey, that kind of looks like Dad. And then I read about stuff that he does, and I'm like, it doesn't sound like Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't he like super anti-Semitic?
Yeah, he's not a nice man. You know, if maybe we need to, you know what? Maybe I should go out with him again and get a little bit of his hair, because if we're making the world's biggest asshole, I feel like maybe we need Chevy Chase as well.
That's true. We need to round him off with a little bit of anti-Semitism and just being a piece of shit.
Yes, but also a sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he was the first person ever to say Live from New York, Saturday Night Live.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Chevy Chase is a legend.
Yeah. And so what would you say is like the most valuable thing that you have? Like something that it took you maybe like time and effort, or like if you could put a price on it, what is the most valuable thing that you own?
Well, I spent a great deal of investigating and money to get a small amount of Elvis's vomit from the night that he died.
Oh my God,
from that night?
Yes, I have a very small amount. It's probably about 4 or 5 milliliters,
Wow.
which is probably like maybe like a teaspoon to you Americans, right?
Yeah,
Yes, and I had to do a lot of investigative work, a lot of work on the internet, a lot of bathroom stakeouts, a lot of sexual encounters to get the information that I needed, and then I had to pay for it. but as part of the price, I have to maintain my silence about where I got it from.
Okay, I won't pry any further.
Yeah, we won't pry. We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
But I do have Elvis's vomit.
So like the
From the night he died. No, not spit. Like chunks of whatever he ate for dinner.
It's probably
that
like
night.
a peanut butter and
banana
sandwich.
and bacon,
And
right?
bacon.
Peanut
Yeah.
butter, banana, and bacon.
Too much bacon, baby. I can't even do it. My voice is fucked up.
Oh, do it. I want to hear it.
It's me, Elvis Presley. I threw up in a bathroom.
Whoa there, little mama. Too much bananas and bacon on this here sandwich.
I'm going to take some happy pills. Go take a crap. Oh, no.
Gobble, gobble. They call me the pill turkey.
So you encounter a lot of sexual activity in your job, because I mean it seems like what you do a lot.
Yes. Well, I have to be single, right? Of course,
Right.
because I travel a lot and I meet a lot of people, and I don't have enough money to support myself and another human being and
Right.
my collection, right?
Right.
So I enjoy expressing myself in a sexual manner.
That's awesome.
Sounds like a fun job.
Yeah. It's I'm like the gross lady Indiana Jones.
So you wear like high heels instead of a hat, and you have like one of those like sex dominatrix whips.
Still have a whip.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Chevy.
It's just not for fighting Nazis.
Unless you consider having sex with Chevy Chase fighting a Nazi.
Oh, maybe.
Boom.
He did.
Boom, take that, Chevy Chase.
Roasted.
That's 3 people on our list.
Yes.
So what happened to the boyfriend who was at the Oasis concert? I mean, since he's got you started.
Oh, yes. We still occasionally talk. We reconnected on Facebook like most people do.
Right.
And he's married and he has a couple of ginger children with his redheaded wife. And
Gross.
I did try to get him to go to Tokyo when I was following Ryan Reynolds around
Right.
for a little while. And he wouldn't, the boyfriend wouldn't leave his wife. So,
That's
Boo.
sad. I mean, it is
That-
nice that you guys reconnected.
yeah, that book is closed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's
you know what's better than reconnecting with an ex?
Mm.
Is following the Green Lantern himself across the globe. That's amazing.
I did. I still have not managed to get anything from Ryan Reynolds yet. So he is very good about keeping all of his pieces and parts and fluids in his possession.
So he's got like a Howard Hughes thing going on?
Yes, he collects. I did watch him one time. I thought I was going to get very lucky. I was watching him clip his nails,
Yeah.
and I thought I was going to get very lucky if one of them flicked across the room, right, as they do when you clip them. And it did. It flicked across the room, but he has sent somebody to get it. He sent one of his assistants over there to get it. It's like, get to my fingernail.
So Ryan Reynolds is kind of like your white whale. Like he's
Yes, he's a little bit Moby Dick. Yes, of course.
yeah. Call me Ishmael. Jeez.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
Or Captain Ahab, one of the two. Prefer to be in charge if you don't mind.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
definitely.
so he's like very elusive. Like, what is there any other times that you try to encounter him other than Tokyo, or have you like been chasing him for a while?
Well, I did once try to cut his hair.
Oh, did you do like a disguise at a barber shop? And you're just like, hello, time for your barber cut.
Well, I've been banned from most of the barbershops and salons in the world for that reason. Yes, I have to cut my own hair now.
I was gonna say your hair looks beautiful, but
yes, I have to cut it myself because I've been very intrusive to that particular industry and trying to get my artifacts. But I just happen to I'm very comfortable in the bathroom, so I did this thing where I sort of went over the partition that connects the two bathrooms. So I was in one bathroom and Ryan Reynolds was doing his business in the other bathroom, and I just sort of like tried to come over the top and with my scissors, and well, you could see I'm a very petite lady,
yeah,
and
you're
it
very small.
did not work very well, and I ended up dropping the scissors from my fingers onto his back and then into the toilet.
Did he notice?
Oh, he did, and he sort of had a fit about it, and they kind of dragged me away afterwards.
Wow.
Yes.
So did he get a look at your face?
No, I never show my face.
Nice, nice.
Do you wear a mask?
I do. I wear like a cat lady mask.
Oh,
Like the cat one, like a leather mat. That's amazing.
Yes, yes.
you wear like a little like old timey like robber's mask, but
Yes.
it's a cat.
I think this does
Yes.
prove that not all heroes wear capes.
Right,
That's true.
they wear masks.
Yeah,
so.
Amazing.
We all wear a mask, metaphorically speaking.
Well, you have to
the
be
mask.
fashionable, right? You have to maintain fashion at all times. I can't completely give up my British roots and have to look elegant.
So other than Ryan Reynolds, like who else? Who you got on the rocket docket to get some stuff from?
Well, I'm in New Orleans
Right.
right now because I have a client who's hiring me to get some material from Scott Bakula.
Oh. Hey, this Devin has a
I
slight
have a little bit of a connection with Scott Bakula.
Oh,
so
no
I work
kidding.
on his show.
Well, I
so
can cut you in for about 10%.
10%. How much is 10% of what? What do you need?
Well,
I can get almost anything.
I don't necessarily want to divulge it on the air in order so that, I know that you're going to put this out into the world, and I
Right,
don't
right.
want my client to have everybody know that he's got a portion of Scott Bakula's business. So
Okay.
we can discuss it online, but I can tell you the fee is $50,000.
Oh my God.
50,000. Wait, is that the 10% or is
No,
that?
the total fee is $50,000.
the total fee. So 10% of that is
$5,000.
$5,000.
Yes.
That's enough money to retire.
Yeah, dude,
Holy
I could go live on an island.
Oh my
You know
God.
what? I will tell you what. I will cut that down. Well, let's see. I will give you a little bit more. I'll give you $52,000 if you let me have your Red Bull can. I have a feeling that you two are going to be famous one day, and I think this might be worth something to
my
me.
God.
So I will give you $52,000
$52,000.
if you
Oh
can
my
give me
God.
your Red Bull can and what we discussed from Scott Bakula.
Devin, give her the Red Bull.
I'll just here take it. I don't want it. Take it.
She just said we're going to be famous. That's like the nicest compliment I think we've ever gotten on the show.
I think that's the only compliment we've ever gotten on the show.
Well, you guys are very funny, and you're very sweet, and you're very attractive, and so
Well,
Hey, the triple threat. Thank
yes,
you.
of course.
so I ran to the microphone. Okay, so what's one thing that living or dead from anyone in the world that you could have? What would it be?
I would love John Lennon's semen.
Hey, don't we all? You know.
Can you imagine getting that? You know what I'm saying?
Imagine all the semen.
I have had a conversation with Yoko Ono about it on several occasions, and it is a possibility that on her death, I may receive some.
So she has like a large amount of his semen saved.
I don't know if it's a large amount. It may be just a small amount, but we have talked over many nights of Tito's and tonic about the possibility of, upon her death, her bequeathing some of John Lennon's semen to me. So I have to be patient. You know, this job does require some patience.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're sitting in bathrooms all day.
Yes.
Yoko Ono's like ageless.
Yeah,
She's-
gets a lot of
yeah.
reading done.
I feel like she's reached a point in her life where now she's Benjamin Buttoning back to being a child.
Yes,
Mhm.
she
Because
does
she
seem that
looks
way.
about 16 now.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, dude, she
Oh,
looks. She
I haven't
looks
seen
like
her
a
in
little
forever.
person.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember she was here a couple of years ago, and a bunch of people talked about it.
Really?
Yeah, in New
Yeah.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Mm.
So do you? I mean, this will be confidential, but I mean, we can make Yoko Ono go away.
Oh no, I quite like her.
Oh,
I
okay.
like her. I will be patient.
You want to
I
do
will-
it natural causes?
Yes,
I
yes.
get
That
it.
that will make it. That will give it to the sentimental value that it deserves.
Be fair and square semen that you earned via a will.
Yeah, and patience. Correct. Yes.
Yeah, naturally.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's,
Margaret,
that's amazing.
I'm so glad to have you on.
Yeah.
This has been such a treat.
Yes, you guys were wonderful. Thank you.
Oh,
for having
thank
me.
you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
If you're ever back in New Orleans, we want to have you on again.
Okay.
Most definitely.
All
Yeah.
right. I can update you on my latest travels,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll talk offline,
Yes.
off recording about
About the-
Scott Bakula.
About the Scott Bakula thing.
Mhm.
All right.
Whoa.
I mean, I know he's also a listener of this, so he
Yeah.
might even just give me some stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay. That would be
yeah.
lovely. I just going to need you to certify it.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I could, do you have like an appraiser or like a certifier?
Yes, I have a guy.
Oh, you
Oh.
got a guy.
Yes, we
Okay.
all have guys, right?
We all have guys. But yeah, thank you so much for being on.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely have you on again.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's do some house. What is it called? Housework.
Housework?
What is it? Not
Plugs?
housework. Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. What, plug it up?
Yeah. I don't know what it's called. I always hear like, "Oh, time to pay the bills." Or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Time
Yeah.
to earn the cheddar. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? All right.
So we have a website.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's yeahdeed.com.
Mhm.
YEAHDEED.com.
Oh, yeah.
You can find all the podcasts that we're doing through this network. We have videos. We have, like I said, podcasts. We have merchandise, blogs, events, all that shit on there.
Everything.
Yeah, everything's on there. The social media stuff.
Oh, yeah, we got social media. It's all my other buddy, Devin. You can search that on any major platform, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We have tons of fun, videos, fucking pics, all the shit you could ever want from two guys that you don't know. So just go on there and look it up.
All right, yeah. So anything else you want to say before we go? Any words of wisdom?
Scott, I mean, Mr. Bakula, I want you to Venmo me for the other night. You still owe me $25.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And thanks.
See y'all next week.
See you
Thanks,
later.
guys. This has been a Yeah Deed Media production. For more info and content, go to yeahdeed.com.